What's going on, y'all? So listen, I don't remember what video it was, but I remember some people in the comments were asking to do a story time because I did like the topic that came up in the reveal that I was doing or something was about, you know, not trusting people, and then I was about getting played by people and you know friends and shit like that. And I was mentioning how, road trips and shit like that. And it was a person that I used to be cool with or whatever that, we used to do road trips and shit like that. And come to find out the bitch was a snake, okay? And people was like, do a story time, do a story time. And I was like, ugh, no. But I said, fuck it. It was on my mind for some reason. I don't even know why it was on my mind, but maybe because I just really wanted to do a video and I needed something to talk about. But either way, let this be a lesson, okay? Um, because it's so many people out here that want to call everybody their friends, okay? Just because you meet somebody right off the bat, I don't care if y'all was talking either for a couple of weeks to a month or whatever, everybody is not your friend, okay? And I feel as though, people use that word way too loosely. You know, for me, you're not my friend, okay? I'm just gonna be 100% honest. When I get to talking to you or whatever, it's gonna take me a little time for me to determine your character, determine how you move. You know what I'm saying? I'm a very observant person. I'm quiet, and don't think just because I'm quiet I'm being nonchalant. Because most of the time, yeah, I can be nonchalant, but it's just in my nature to be very observant. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just looking at the way you move, how you treat other people around you, and if I can roll with that, trying to check out your character. Everybody has flaws, okay? Nobody's perfect, and there's some flaws I can deal with, you know what I'm saying? But if you move in shiesty or whatever, I don't want to be your friend, okay? I don't want you to call me your friend. And people need to learn the difference between an associate, an acquaintance, and a friend, okay? They don't all mean the same thing. They don't all mean the same thing. Most of the people that y'all keep on saying is your friend or whatever, most likely it's just an acquaintance or an associate, okay? Somebody just here for the moment, or, that you talk to periodically, but you don't tell your whole life story to. You don't call when you really need some stuff or whatever. You don't go kick it with like that. That's an acquaintance or an associate, whichever one you want to call it, okay? A friend is somebody that you can truly rely on, you know what I'm saying? A friend is somebody that's going to have your back. A friend will not do you dirty, okay? Because then when they do, it look like some snake shit. And what also, this what brought it up too, bitch, because I was scrolling on TikTok too. Girl, I'm addicted to TikTok. Who would have thought? I don't even really be posting shit on TikTok. I probably post clips of this and clips of that, because when I post my own shit, like my own self, bitch, I'll barely watch the shit, okay? But when I post clips of certain shit that's been out or whatever, it get a whole bunch of views. I guess, whatever. But it was this girl, and I'm on lesbian TikTok. It was this girl who was talking about how she met this girl, I think off a dating app or, through the internet some way, somehow. And, they was talking for a minute, trying to get to know each other, whatever. And, they progressed in their relationship, trying to take it to a deeper level, another level, to become girlfriend and girlfriend. And, she decided it was time to introduce the girl to her friends, And one of her friends was literally, at one point, hold on, she noticed stuff had been actually weird afterwards for a little bit, but she couldn't put her finger on it. But then they kind of broke up. Come to find out, the reason why they broke up was the girl was basically listening to the shit that her friend was telling her. The girlfriend, the new girl that was introduced to the crew as this girlfriend, she was listening to what the girl's friend, the stud girl's friend, was saying about said friend. Trying to say that she was manipulative, she was abusive, she was all these negative things, just making her sound like the worst to the girlfriend. Why? To break them up, because the friend wanted to holler at her. the friend wanted her. And I said, wow, so you destroy your whole friendship over some shit like this, over a bitch that you don't even really know? Neither one of y'all really know, and that shows a lot about her character too, because you didn't bring it to the girl, okay? And when she found out, I don't like people who are easily manipulated. You know what I'm saying? I don't like people like that. I'm sorry. I just don't. I can't deal with it. So I was like, with friends like that, why the hell do you need enemies? And that's why I keep on saying, like, you gotta watch who you call your friend. Everybody is not your friend. Now, with my situation, it didn't involve a relationship like that. And this is, I'm going to be honest, and I don't want to, make some of y'all feel away, because I do love the fact that some of y'all be saying, oh, when you're going to do a meet and greet, and, I would love to meet you and stuff like that. And that warms my heart to know that people actually fuck with me the long way like that. But because of this experience, in particular, I just can't, I don't know, I'm working on it, but I'm just extremely cautious, probably more cautious than I ever been, to actually let somebody from the internet, somebody who watched me or whatever, to get in my personal circle, to the point that we have those conversations and, we actually cool with each other, to the point that I feel like you can be a potential friend or whatever. I already told y'all I have trust issues. I have major trust issues. And yes, I already know, like, I should seek a therapist. And I am in the process of doing it, because, baby, it's been some shit that's been going on. But that's neither here nor there. But anyway, if you can find a therapist, I do recommend this shit. I do recommend it, and I got to heed my own words. But anyway, this situation is part of the reason why I just don't like reaching out too much on internet. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a problem associating with people, whatever, but calling people my friend and, giving out my number and doing this and doing that, unless there's somebody that I truly connect with. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can feel your energy, feel your vibe. You know what I'm saying? And you just really seem like a decent person, and we can just do like the back and forth on the internet, through social media apps and shit like that, before I feel the strongness enough to actually give you my phone number. Like, that's how I feel, because giving out your phone number is a big deal. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how it is for some of y'all, but for me, that's a big deal, because that's personal shit. And I had a situation, I ain't gonna say people, I had a situation where somebody got my number, and the person that I was with, and they were playing games on it. They were stalking, and I don't know how my number got out. I don't know who did it, and no, it's not on any of my social media platforms, okay? So that's what led me to feel as though it probably was the person that could be a possibility, that is the person that I'm going to talk about in this video. But with the story, that was just doing some shit. But then again, it could have been somebody else. And which freaked me out to this day, not realizing and not knowing who the fuck it was. You know what I'm saying? But this what had happened was, so I was kicking it on the internet, and this was probably back, like, this is 2021, 2014, 2000. Girl, it was some years ago, bitch. It was some years ago. And it seems so fresh for some reason, but it was some years ago. I was kicking it on the internet. And that was back when I was really trying to get my profile, not necessarily trying to get my name out there and build myself up on the internet or whatever. I was still doing YouTube, and, it was cool or whatever. And you start connecting with people who have similar interests with you and similar shows, similar things that you like or whatever. And that's wound up happening. This is, and when I was young, when I was really, really young, okay? And so it was this one particular person. We vibe, because we had a particular topic, a particular thing, actually another person in common, okay? And I'm not giving out any names because trust and believe y'all don't know these people, but I don't want to put their business out there just in case they still snooping the fuck around, and I don't give a fuck, bitch. But at the same time, we had a particular person, a mutual friend involved, okay? We had a mutual friend involved, did not realize that. And so, you know, when we realized that we had a mutual friend that, you know, we were both, you know, cool with at the time, well, I was more cool with, and the girl kind of knew of, okay? This person kind of knew of the friend, you know, and she somewhat as I look at it now, she kind of latched on to me. And maybe because I was young and probably a little bit naive, I didn't catch on to what was happening, okay? So, you know, this particular friend would have certain things going on, and, you know, we just kiki about things and all that stuff, and everything was fine. Everything was fine. Like, we met up, you know what I'm saying? We kicked it. We went on road trips, you know what I'm saying? We, at one particular point, we went to a couple of cities. I ain't gonna put it out there because if I put it out there, y'all probably figure out who the fuck it is. But no, we went on some road trips, okay? And I went on a few road trips in my day, you know what I'm saying, before I started flying and shit like that. We went on some road trips, and, you know, she invited some of her friends or whatever because, you know, a bitch don't drive. Well, I do drive, but I just don't have my license. Bitch, don't come in my throat for that. Don't come in my throat for that, okay? But anyway, because y'all love to be like, bitch, it's time. I know. Just let me. Okay, give me grace. It's just a lot of shit that's going on right now. And as soon as I figure that out and get that cleared up, baby, that is next on the list, bitch. Okay? But anyway, yeah, so we used to, you know, just kick it, you know. She had a birthday. She invited me to her birthday celebration, whatever. We had a good time. Mind you, she's straight, okay? This was confusing. She's straight, right? And, you know, we went to a straight club for her birthday, shit like that. We always kiki, group chats and stuff like that. Fine. Everything was cool until me and the mutual friend, we became a little bit closer. And not in a sexual way or anything, but in, like, you know, I actually would consider this person friend. You know, I had a lot of respect. Like, the respect that I had for this person truly began to grow. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, yeah, I can see us being friends for the long run. You know what I'm saying? And I haven't felt that way about a person in a long time. So this was cool. And I guess, I don't know if it was because the mutual friend was giving me more attention or whatever, or I didn't have to try hard to get this person attention or whatever. I feel as though old girl had a problem with it, you know what I'm saying? And it was so crazy because another friend of mine who knew of this person, knew me, she hit me up and she was like, I just want you to watch out for that girl. Okay, just watch out. And I was like, you know, it was just so random. She was like, I feel like she probably gonna try to use you for something, okay? And at one particular point, she had called me or texted me and asked her for some money. And I was like, what you need it for? She told me what she needed it for. It sounded legit. It wasn't like it was gonna be spent on some other bullshit or whatever. So I was like, fine, you cool, whatever. You know, she done came over to my house. And, you know, she done seen my sister. And if you know me, I don't let anybody in my house. I don't let nobody see my family unless I'm really, really sure. If I'm fucking you and I'm just fucking you, you're never gonna see nobody in my family, okay? If you are my girlfriend and I see a long-term relationship happening with you and I claim you, you'll see my family. Other than that, no. And that same thing with friends too, or potential friends. And so what wound up happening is, you know, I give her the money and all this shit. It was cool. But then I get this message from my friend, like I said, who said, you need to just watch out for her because something about her just don't sit well, and I'm just looking out for you because I feel like she gonna be doing some shady shit, okay? Me thinking that this particular friend just was like, girl, doing the most. So I'm just letting it slide or whatever. Then all of a sudden, I felt a shift. it was almost as if we went from talking all the time and laughing all the time to barely communicating. And then if we did communicate, it was like a few word answers. You can feel the tone was just like really short and like I'd rather not be talking to you or some shit like that. And so at this particular point, I just was like, what's good? What's going on? She was like, nothing, trying to act like ain't shit happening or whatever. And so this went on for a little bit, and I really was like, fuck it. What's the deal, okay? She flipped that shit on me, tried to make it seem like, oh, I'm being shady, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. And I was like, wait a minute, what are you talking about? You said this. And I said, what? When? That don't even, as long as you know me, that wouldn't even come out my mouth. You know what I'm saying? You did this, you did that, you just be acting so shady. And I ain't even gonna lie. Back in the Gap, like y'all think I throw shade at celebrities and shit like that all the time, because I'm funny or I try to be funny or whatever. But when it's my people, if we being shady with each other, it's on a fun level. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't never on no level trying to hurt a bitch, okay? So, I was like, well, if I did something, my bad, but I don't get it, so I'm trying to have a conversation, and then the shit just flipped, and it just got real negative, and she was like, fuck it, she didn't want to fuck with me no more, and I'm just like, I see your character, like, the way that she flipped, it just threw me off, because I didn't understand it, right? And next thing I know, I was just like, look, bitch, since we ain't gonna be cool no more, you need to pay me back that money right about now. Because you said you was gonna pay me that money now, okay? Because that wasn't a you can keep, bitch. That was a borrow. And when you say you're gonna borrow something, that means you're gonna eventually pay back. And if you're my fucking friend or was my friend or whatever back into the Gap, that means that you was eventually gonna pay that shit back, okay? So I had to keep hounding her because she thought she was gonna keep that fucking money. And I had to keep on hounding her and keep on hounding her until she finally went on ahead and gave me the money, PayPal me the money, bitch. And then, she was trying to make it seem like I was doing too much and I'm being an irritant to her. No, bitch, you owe me fucking money. I'm trying to cut all fucking ties because I see your fucking character as it is right about now, right? And so at this particular moment when she finally sent, I never forget this, when she finally sent the rest of the money, baby, we had a blow up argument, okay? Back and forth. And then what got so fucked up about it, she got other people involved from the fucking internet that I don't even fuck with. I said, you know what? I don't fuck with these people, so what the fuck are you talking about? You're listening to other people or you're concocting shit from people that don't even fucking know me, that I don't even have real interactions with. I don't even fucking follow, so how can you listen to what they're saying about something? Because it was just real, it got twisted. As I'm listening to it coming out my mouth, I'm seeing how ridiculous and twisted the shit was, okay? And it's just like when these celebrities be letting these fans or whatever misconstrue information to them to get them pissed off at another person, another celebrity, and that didn't even happen. That's what it feel like. You know what I'm saying? And so I feel like she already had an agenda at this point. And when she finally gave me the money back, bitch, the blow up of a fucking argument. And I remember, bitch, when I tell you when you hurt me, I'm gonna say some shit to hurt your ass back. And I'm gonna make sure you feel that shit. One of the things that I do know, the last thing that I said, well, let me just tell you this. Bitch, you got my money back. We're no longer done. We have no fucking connection. But at the end of the day, I just want you to know at this particular moment, I was only using your ass for a fucking ride. That's it. Bitch, I had to do it. I wasn't using her, but bitch, you hurt me. So therefore, I had to just say that. I said, you're nothing to me but a fucking chauffeur. All right, that's all I was using your ass for was a fucking ride, bitch. Okay? And so at this particular moment, me and the mutual friend, we're still cool. At least I thought. And I noticed a shift in her. We didn't talk as much. And at this particular moment, I considered her a friend too. And I actually considered her more of a friend than that person that I just got into the argument with. Next thing I know, we get into an argument. she basically said, fuck you, okay? And this was a private thing. And I was just like, wow, where the fuck is this shit coming from? And was basically trying to tell me, never said, oh, you said that I be talking shit or whatever. Said that I'm shady. I said, okay, I have my shady moments, but was I talking shit about you? No. Was I being shady to you? No, never. I actually fucking respect the hell out of you. So where's this coming from? Never said exactly what was said that I supposedly said. Never said who said it. But to my knowledge, the bitch that I had to fall out with, they became real close and real cool. When I tell you that shit cut me deep when I found that shit out. So it just made me, I can't confirm it, but it just made me 100% believe that it was the bitch I had to fall out with that had told her some lies, told this person some lies or whatever, that fucked up our relationship. And the fact that they would be actually listening to somebody instead of actually coming to me as an adult and to have an actual conversation to get down to the bottom of it before you automatically jump the gun and assume that I said this and I said that. And y'all know I could be shady. I can admit that shit. Y'all know that shit or whatever. But my shade is never, okay, to hurt somebody like I said before. And it was so fucked up. And as I think about it, like, it's making me mad and it's making me sad at the same time, because the person that caused all this, I actually did like them as a person. I actually thought they were a cool person. I actually did finally start to consider them a friend. You know what I'm saying? And then they basically stabbed me in my back just to get closer to another friend of ours, which was just so fucking petty. And I didn't understand why that particular friend, the mutual friend that they got close to, just would take the bitch, another person's word instead of just talking to me. And that part cut me deeper, because I actually had way more respect for that person though. And I don't know, like, it just goes to show you can't call everybody your friend, because not everybody is trying to be in your corner for the right reason. You know what I'm saying? That's why, like, people be like, I can't wait till you get put on and shit like that. I don't want to be no celebrity. I always say I want to work behind the scenes and shit like that, because I don't want to deal with motherfuckers trying to come into my life and trying to be cool with me just to use me for this and use me for that, and then drop me once they get it or whatever, or think that they can do shit like that. I wouldn't be able to, like, the way that I don't trust people now, if I was to ever get famous, which I don't want, it'll be 1,000 times more. Like, if you can hear my voice shaking, thinking about the whole situation, mind you, this shit happened years ago. And the thing of it is, you know why it's bothering me right now, like, that I'm recanting this whole thing? It's because my character is involved. And I never want somebody to feel as though I hurt them on purpose, or I would say some negative things about them, especially when I deeply cared about them. And I don't want my character to be messed up over some lies and shit like that. And when I tell you, it takes a lot for me to actually care about a person, to actually respect a person, to actually consider them a friend. It takes a lot for me to do that. And so when that happened, it just goes to show me, like, damn, motherfuckers really ain't my friend out here. You really can't fuck with nobody. You can't trust people. And it fucked me up for a while. It's probably still fucking me up to this day. But anyway, it is what it is. Put down in the comments, like, stop calling everybody your fucking friend, okay? Motherfuckers that you just met, they ain't your friend. Stop saying that. Get to know a person first, okay? Y'all, let me get off here. I gotta go get on the dash. Bitch. I'm in my feelings now, girl. Oh, I'm in my feelings. Oh my God, why y'all do this to me? But yeah, it is what it is. Sometimes we gotta put this shit out here, okay? Let it be a warning for these young kids, because y'all the main ones that be calling everybody your goddamn friend. But if you've been through a similar situation or a situation where you were backstabbed or whatever like that, put it down in the comments. Let's talk. You know how we always discuss, y'all. But anyway, y'all tell me how y'all feel. I will see y'all later on tonight for Sisters in the Encore, okay? Peace.